Hello guys, this is Rectos Ray from Reddit, and I'm gonna show you how I magnetize my Questoris Knight, as you can see. And as a bonus, I'm gonna show you how to magnetize the Armiger arms as well. So last night I made a post, a visual guide about what magnets I used, and yeah, it's not the best possible way to magnetize. I mean, everyone will tell you just get Magnet Baron's kits, resin kits, and I agree. And if you do have the cash, just use those. But if you're like me and you just want to try it yourself, just get some magnets. I tend to buy from China a set of, I think, 30 of different sizes, and that comes down to around less than 30 US with shipping. So I got a lot of these for my, well, magnetizing projects, and this is not my first magnetizing, so I've done a lot of magnetizing in the past, but this is my only night, and this is my first time magnetizing a night, basically. Yeah, so I'm just like you, just a noob to Imperial Knights. Okay, let's go over the magnetizing. So this is my knight, and I'm going to show you a bit of articulation. It has the gun articulates, as you can see, and the fist as well. 2 points of articulation in the arm and the fist. I show that off, and the rock cannon as well. Okay, someone asked me last night about the torso, strength of the torso, so I'm gonna lift the whole model up, but I haven't glued these on yet. Actually, most of the armor panel hasn't been glued yet, so yeah. I'll lift the knight, and as you can see, it holds up. And I'm gonna do a bit of shake, and yeah, it holds up well enough. So I'm gonna start from top to bottom, I guess. So rocket pot, I'm gonna put 3.1 milli right in the center of it. I have magnetized the rocket face because I actually don't have enough eagle heads. So for now I'm just using just one rocket. So I haven't glued this. I've seen some people magnetize this part as well, but in my option, just once you paint it up, once you have a bit of primer on the edges, it stays relatively well. As you can see, it doesn't fall off. Okay, so if I were to magnetize, I would put 2 by 1 millimeters here and here maybe, or here, and use a bit of a, I guess, piece of metal, just 2 strips, maybe a pull, a bit of wire, steel wire, and that should hold it well. Okay, this is the rocket piece. Next, the chest piece and the face. Sorry. So I'm also excited for the new Battlefall. I actually managed to get one yesterday, so yeah, nice. So the chest guns. This is the Canex Rex, so I'm using his, I guess this is a laser gun. Yeah, laser gun right now. But as you can see, it snaps right in place. And this is the motor gun, also snaps in place. So how did I do this? First, I'm gonna show you the gun. This Y swivel piece, I've actually glued it so it doesn't fall down. I didn't really like the look of it, falling down. So yeah, I glued it, but you can just leave that up. So this is actually 3.1, or you could use 2.1 magnets as well. Be careful not to break the plastic around. Yeah. And the same on the shield. The shield also have this piece, this block of nub. So just drill it and use 2 or 3.1 really. And yeah, both magnets up here. Please refer to my last post on where exactly, and you can do some fun things like putting 2 guns. So actually the normal Questoris Knight doesn't come with enough these Y pieces to make 3 guns, so unfortunately I can't really magnetize this one yet. But in the new kit I'm gonna get the Y piece as additional Y piece, and I'm gonna glue this on here. Okay, and next is the face. The face actually is 2 parts as well. Right in the middle of the head, right here, just right there. 3.1, and on the mask, each mask has a bit of a varying bit of plastic in the middle. So I just nipped it off with a nipper and put a bit of green stuff, a bit of milliput maybe if you have that, and just a ball and squish 3.1. You do have to make sure it is correct alignment on the, so you can actually see the eyes through the visor. So yeah, that's the face done. Next, the most important parts in my opinion is the arms. So I'm gonna take this arm, both of these, totally not glued, and these key parts in my opinion is these two. So I'm using 6 by 2 millimeters right here. So originally they come with a bit of plastic hanging out, so I cut it off, file it down, make it flat as possible, and I first drill a 3 milli hole right in the middle. And if you're a bit nervous, you can just draw a line, like to get the exact middle point. So draw 2 lines and drill in the middle. Once you've drilled the tree with a 3 milli, and you've actually just file it down until it fits the 6 milli size. Yeah, it took a lot of scraping and sanding. Yeah, but I found something cheap that has one side rounded and one side flat. It's enough for me. Okay, and drill bits. Sorry, I should have gone this over earlier, but using God hand drill bits, and using 3 milli mostly and 2. But when I'm starting to get the correct position, I tend to drill first with a 1 milli, a small hole, then I go over twice, I guess. Yeah, till I get the correct size. So these are about all the magnets that you need. Yeah, 2.1 here. Sorry, camera not focusing. 2.1, 3.1. These are 6 used for the forearms, and 4 for the guns, and one big one. These you don't really have to use this exact size, but one that's big enough to just sit on top of the torso, upper torso. Okay, so continuing on, this is the fist, left arm. So yeah, right here, snaps, doesn't fall off at all. Yeah, and you can do some really cool poses like that or that. And this is also optional, but I actually drilled 2 and put 3.1 magnets right in the center, so it fits perfectly. And you can also do a little bit of swivel, for those cool anime poses. Yeah, and this, I'm gonna put it back on. Can't really see. Okay. Yeah, these two, in my opinion, are the most important parts you don't want to mess up. So the gun. Unfortunately, the box only comes with one main body gun for both the last bit and the cannon bit and the melter. Yeah. Fortunately, the melter and the last uses only one shield. the same shoe, so it's not that difficult. But this battle cannon part comes with its own shield and minigun, so that I haven't actually magnetized it yet because I don't plan on using this yet, but I'm gonna show you how. So yeah, this is the gun, big magnet 8 milli by 2, and this actually you don't even have to drill this part. When you assemble it, be careful not to assemble all of it, just this part right here, and file it down a bit so it fits the 8 point milli. But you don't even have to file it down too much because it's, I think the hole is about 7.8. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, just a bit of filing down. And the gun, the shield, I'm actually magnetized it right here. Can you see? Yeah, on the rim of the back, just one here and down here. And as well on the body up here and another one here, both all 2.1 milli. The smallest magnets you can find is good. Okay, and I've actually just made this morning, but you can also, if you want, magnetize the shield and the gun part right here and make 2 holes, I guess. But I find that you don't really need to, because with a bit of primer it just fits perfectly, doesn't really fall off at all. So yeah, so last bit here, and gonna change it into the melter gun, melter as well. Sorry, another 2.1 milli on top, and so it just fits. Yeah, doesn't fall off. So the main body, unfortunately, only one. So yeah, you have to do a bit of, you know, sizing. But yeah, I would actually recommend drilling around these parts, just, or you can just stick 2.1 milli on the end. Doesn't really make a difference, but yeah, if I were to magnetize this, I would drill this around here, put one in, put one in, put one in, and maybe a bit a bottom one here, so it snaps to this magnet. Yeah. And as you can see, you can just completely glue this bit, doesn't really matter, just glue the barrel and the shield, because only the cannon use this shield. And I have actually the other 2 arms, the chainsaw as well, just completely glue this, well, not this part, so you can move it, and the same 8.2 milli on the arm, and it just snaps. The chain, what do you call this, chain gun, rapid fire battle cannon, I don't know. So yeah, you can completely glue this, doesn't really use the body part, so that snaps here as well. So, sorry. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty sturdy. Does have a bit of swivel, but I mean, you could also maybe make another hole here or here and just glue it, or in my option just use blue tack, or blue tack or some kind of sticky tape maybe, so it doesn't move around that much, but it's fine. Okay, next I'm gonna show you the torso. Torso comes off, just a bit of shake tax, doesn't fall off easily. The torso one in the middle, smack dab, it's already have a hole, so you just put the biggest magnet that you can find just on top, stick it, maybe put I'm gonna show you how actually I did it. I'm gonna open this up, carapace. So yeah, ignore the wiring, but I just put a piece of leftover sprue. I can't really see it, I'm sorry. yeah, just so the magnet doesn't move, and just super glue it down, holding it down, just that. And on the torso, leg, sorry, on the bottom part, I messed up actually drilling the 2.1 milli hole, so I had to use a 4 milli, but it's fine. You can actually, if you find that maybe you drilled it a bit too deep or the magnet sank too deep, you can just put another magnet on top, just like that, just a bit of height. You can also even add height, but that would make it too wobbly in my opinion, so try to make it flush if you can. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so that's how I did it. So yeah, that's about it. And bonus, as a bonus, you could, I haven't showed you what carapace, sorry. So carapace right here already has a hole, just file it down a bit and fit 3.1. And cannon as well, the same method I use for the rocket pod, same 3.1, and yeah, fits like that. Be careful though, while the super glue is drying, you could actually make it, tilt a bit odd. So yeah, once that happened, you could just pop it off. And yeah, for me, I think this is perfect, so I just glue a bit of sprue down to hold it down. Yeah, so that's about it. So that's the knight done. You could also, glue the bottom right here. It actually has a round shaped hole, so, or maybe at the toes, bit of magnet and green stuff. You could glue it down to the base if you want. Okay, so as you can see, my whole knight is disassembled. And this part, I actually like the look of this part, so I glued it. But if you want, you could also magnetize these parts, the gun. But I mean, don't really matter. I guess this gas tank as well. You could just put a bit of magnet here or here, and just house it here. Right. Okay. And the last one, I mean, it's really, if you really want to, I mean, you could also magnetize the, what do you call, skull thingies on the carapace as well. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. You can just cut this plastic piece off and just stick 2.1 milli on top and drill 2.1 milli hole as well here bottom on the carapace and just glue it. But yeah, could do that as well. And knight's all done. I'm gonna move on to the armiger. So you could do it two ways. I've actually glued the whole top and legs to it, so I could get this kind of pose. But you could also do the same thing. Three on top and both. The guns though, just like the knight, only two pieces here. I'm gonna show you that real quick. I can't really take this off. Okay, so this piece, super annoying. I'm gonna glue this in place. And this swivel, as you can see, super tight. Just using, what is this? It's 3 as well, 3.1 magnets, and totally just pop. Yeah, just like that. You need also to cut the bit of plastic hanging off this. Just cut it and sand it down, and yeah, that's it. So this is the Halverin loadout, double guns. But also you could also, where are they? Okay, you could also change it into the work light. The same method applies. Just file it down, put 3 or 5, depending on the size of the hole you want. I think 3 is fine enough and also pretty cheap to get in bulk. and just like that you have a war dog. Sorry, what do you call these? War something. So yeah, super tight. Doesn't really swivel as well because, as you can see, the guns actually have a bit of you know, what do you call it, a bit of plastic surrounding it, so it just fits right into it. And once you've painted the part of the arm around this, it doesn't really move too much. So yeah, guys, don't be afraid. Just try it once. Yeah. So this is the end of my video. I'm gonna reassemble my whole knight. So yeah, I hope this helps, and yeah, in the future I'm gonna make a few more videos, I guess. And yeah, if you have any, have any questions, any criticism, just leave it in the comments, Reddit, YouTube, wherever, and yeah, I'll get back to them. Yeah, if you have any questions, just leave a comment. I'll try my best to answer it. Okay, see you guys.